Why did God command the whale to swallow Prophet Jonah, peace be upon him? In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, the busy city of Nineveh was full of life and noise. God sent his prophet Jonah, peace be upon him, also called Dhul-Nun, to guide a people lost in idol worship and pride. Jonah called them kindly sometimes and warned them sternly at other times, but every time he hit a wall of stubbornness and refusal. As years passed and their rejection grew, Jonah felt deep frustration. He saw dark clouds of their defiance getting thicker. He thought God's punishment of destruction was now certain for them. Instead of waiting for a final message from God, he decided to leave. Jonah's angry departure. Jonah left Nineveh in anger. His heart was full of blame for his people and hopelessness about saving them. This was not open rebellion, it was a human mistake from a prophet swept up in passion for God's faith. But he didn't realize then that permission to leave is God's alone to give. He went to the port and found a ship ready to sail. He paid his fare and boarded with the crowd. He hoped to find a new land to start his mission. The storm at sea. As soon as the ship left the shore and land vanished, the sea turned wild. Winds howled, thunder roared, and huge waves crashed against the ship like mad beasts. The vessel rocked and nearly broke apart. The passengers' instincts kicked in. They knew this storm hid a deeper reason. The captain and crew decided the sea demanded a sacrifice, or that a runaway among them had to go overboard to lighten the load and save everyone. They drew lots to decide. Each time Jonah stepped up, the lot fell on him. The others looked at his calm, noble face and said in wonder, "This good man can't be thrown into the sea." They tried again and again, but the result stayed the same. Then certainty lit up Jonah's heart. He knew this was God's test. He took off his cloak and jumped into the raging waves, fully trusting his Lord. Inside the whale. The waves were not his refuge. Deep below waited another servant of God. A massive whale, one of God's great creations, sliced through the water and swallowed Jonah in an instant. But this whale was no killer. It was a moving prison. God commanded it not to harm Jonah's skin or break his bones, so the whale's belly became a quiet place for prayer and thought. In that dark cell, Jonah faced an unimaginable trial. He felt 3 layers of darkness: the black night over the ocean, the crushing gloom of the deep sea floor, and the tight shadows inside the whale. At first, he thought he was dead, but he moved his arms and legs. They worked. He bowed in thanks to God and said, "O Lord, I have made a place of worship for you where no one has prayed before." Jonah's voice broke into humble praise. "There is no God but you. Glory be to you. Truly, I have been one of the wrongdoers." These words were like a secret key that unlocked heaven's doors. The angels heard a faint voice rising from the ocean depths, a voice they knew from his joyful prayers in good times. They asked God, "O Lord, is that a familiar servant's call from such a strange place?" God replied, "Yes, it is my servant Jonah." Rescue and the great miracle. God ordered the whale to swim to shore. There it spat Jonah out onto the sand. He was exhausted, his skin soft and sore from the whale's acids and the sea's pressure. In his mercy, God grew a gourd plant over him. Its wide leaves gave shade and cover. Bugs stayed away, and its fruit could be eaten raw or cooked. As Jonah regained his strength, another miracle unfolded back in Nineveh. When he left, God filled his people's hearts with fear and true regret. Old and young, even the animals poured out into the desert. They cried and begged for forgiveness, so God removed their punishment. Jonah returned home to find over 120,000 people waiting with faithful hearts. The world learned this lesson. praising God in easy times is the best supply for hard ones, and God's mercy always comes before his anger.